Good morning, this is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for you. I am sitting here waiting for my friend Jen to come. Well, I don't know what day it is. Friday, I think it's Friday, and we are just gonna have a lovely chat. I don't think that Jen has any projects. She texted and said, I don't have anything. I think she's working on her garden, and she will be coming here soon, and we can just have a little chat and just say hello to you guys, and then we're gonna go and have a cup of tea. I just wanted to let you know that I have received several more pictures / projects that people have made, and it seems you guys are enjoying that very much with the sharing. Really nice. But I just have to tell you, yesterday we had the opportunity to go to lunch with a very special older couple that we know. Bob and Dolores, you know who you are. Bob is 90, Dolores is 84 years old. They've been firm friends even before I met Ian, when Ian was coming to this country. They're just lovely people. And about 16, 17 years ago, I had made my husband a quilt that he sort of asked me to make, like an Asian themed quilt. Has a geisha girl, very much not how we decorate, but he loves his quilt. Well, Dolores had come to our home. Dolores is actually our daughter-in-law's grandmother, so she's sort of related. So she came to our home and she went bananas over this Asian / Oriental themed quilt that I had made. She's not a quilty person. If you see her decorating, extremely tasteful and fabulously beautiful. But she went nuts over this quilt many years ago because she collects Asian art and Oriental objects and all of that. Her home is filled with just luxurious, beautiful things. So anyway, I made her a quilt 15, 16 years ago, and we went and Asian themed, and we went and surprised her and gave her this gift many years ago. Well, we went yesterday for lunch, because we had them for lunch about a couple months ago, and they reciprocated, and they had a lovely lunch. Oh my goodness, she serves beautifully. And lo and behold, on the back of her sofa was the quilt that I made. Beautifully well loved and washed, but man alive, I was so thrilled. I had not taken a photograph of that quilt. As you know, I've gifted so many quilts, and the quilts I always gifted, I just made them for the person who I was going to make them for, and then I would wrap them up and put them in a beautiful gift bag and give them. And back then, it was before I had my cameras, before I was filming, before I was doing anything. And although I take a lot of pictures, I don't know why. Well, maybe that was 20 years ago. I didn't have quite the digital cameras that we have now. I never got a lot of pictures. Anyway, she folded out the quilt. She said, oh, I love it so much. She loves it. She says she uses it all the time. It is well worn. No, it's not well worn. It's well washed and loved and soft and beautiful. And it's so funny because I did just that. I made it, folded it up, no pattern, just, you'll see, and then just put it in a bag and gave it as a gift. Very much appreciated gift. And there it was, pride of place. So I took pictures of it, and I did remember, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I do remember making that. I do remember that free motion quilting. I do remember that applique. That's what I was doing back then, circles and cutting things out, fussy cutting the fabrics. I always say let the fabric do the work, and that's what I did. So that was wonderful. It was a wonderful day we had. Hopefully I'm gonna have another lovely day with Jen. We're just gonna thank you, Dolores. That was so lovely. Oh no, thank me for giving it to her. Anyway, Jen's going to be here very soon. I'm going to be putting up some pictures at the very end of people who have sent their photographs in with a little story. And yeah, thank you so much. And I'm waiting for Jen. All right, see ya. So hi everybody.
Hi.
Jen came to visit. We're just chatting for a few minutes because we don't really have any projects. Well, I have projects.
You have projects.
I'm
a slacker.
Jen is a gardener and a toothbreaker. Tell us what happened.
Oh, last night eating dinner. Not even a hearty thing.
What happened?
Taco.
A soft taco?
It must have been already cracked or something, and maybe my tooth like came down on it because
like one of the.
I felt like an explosion in my mouth. Like you? I cracked it clear through
your back
my very back tooth here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And is it out?
It's not out, but it was loose. Like I could feel it. Like I could have pulled it out.
No.
But so I called my dentist, my dentist is closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It happened on Thursday.
It happened on Thursday night. So I called the dentist and they're like, if this is an emergency, press 1. I'm like, what?
Yeah, big time.
'Cause I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, do I leave it in, take it out? Do I put something on it? Do I go to urgent care?
Absolutely,
like, I don't
yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not a
yeah.
dentist. He was so nice. He called me back, like, on his cell phone.
Right.
And so I went to the drugstore and got stuff that you put on if like a crown falls out or whatever.
Yes.
Just to kind of hold it in place.
Yes.
Until he gave me an appointment on Monday, first thing.
So it's like a dental glue type of a thing.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't feel it like wiggling anymore.
Okay.
But it's not super
No.
comfortable.
Oh.
So I'm like,
You could swallow it.
I know, that's what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to eat it and then not have it. I'm sure they're going to have to pull it and put a crown in or something anyway. Which I had that done on this side like a year ago and it was awful.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, that happened last night and I was like, oh no, what am I going to do?
A soft taco.
On a soft taco.
Beware of soft tacos. You are getting old.
I'm losing my teeth are falling out.
Ian's getting old. He's having an MRI right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is he all right?
Well, his back.
Oh.
Yeah, his back from the accident. And what had happened is about, my husband had an accident in his car, got shunted from the back, and he was pretty okay.
Yeah.
But he had an MRI scheduled about a month ago. And he went. Now, my husband is a big guy, okay? And we're big people. And he's not claustrophobic. He was asked if he's claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And he's not. I am. I could never do it.
Yeah.
But he's not. Well, he said he went in and the machine was here.
Yeah, it's inches from you.
And his shoulders, his big shoulders, were on the side of the machine. And he went in, they're like, are you okay? And he had like a not a button or something, not a panic button, but he could sort of a panic button. And he got just in and he said, I can't do this. So and he's not a wuss, so they had to come out, and he came home and he was upset because it just delays it. And I said, what, don't they do an open MRI? I heard that. Yeah. Anyway, he went down to Bryn Mawr, wherever, out on the main line here in Philadelphia to get an open MRI, which is...
I don't know why they're not all open.
Well, I couldn't do it.
I had one years ago, and
wow.
like, I'm not claustrophobic either.
Right.
But you do feel like you're in a coffin.
I couldn't know.
It's inches from your face.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now, isn't it interesting, because Maxwell had one.
Yeah.
And our daughter Malia took him for an MRI a couple years ago, and I don't remember that. And he said, oh, I had an MRI, Dad. And I'm like, Maxwell's autistic and he has epilepsy and he has all these things. And he's like, I just went to sleep.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, wow.
That's what I had to do. I had to close my eyes and just pretend I was sleeping.
Right.
Like, I didn't fall asleep, but it's that feeling.
How long is it? Because it's apparently very noisy, too.
Yeah. It was probably like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. Yeah. It's a long time.
Yeah, for a long time to be that close.
Wow.
It was years ago.
Yeah. So Ian's there. I'll see how he does with this one. He's almost all better. He's having therapy and he's making progress. He is, but it
takes a long time when you get in a car accident.
Yeah. And there was a few other things.
Longer than you think.
Yeah, there was a few other things. Apparently, one of his teeth broke.
During the accident?
Right after the accident. And he's having some issues with his teeth as he's getting older. But he went to the dentist and they're like, have you been in an accident recently? Because it was so out of the norm. So out of the norm. His tooth broke right in half. And he says, he hadn't even mentioned it.
You know, that's weird because I was in an accident.
That's right.
Not that long ago.
That's right.
And it's just weird that I didn't feel
like when you
clenched down.
When you clenched down, the doctor said, oh, that was because it happened like that.
Yeah. And
all of this, and Ian's like, I know. So there you go.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
And Ian's like, yeah, I was. And he said, when you it's an instantaneous clench, and
you're right. And the car came from this side too, so that, and I saw it coming, so that I could see how that could have happened.
There you go, Jen. Wow.
You just solved my.
So I just solved.
I'm like, how many listen to that a soft taco? I'm not that old. hole.
No, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Like it had to, I was thinking it
Only
had
because
to be
it-
cracked.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
I just bit down the wrong way.
That's exactly
and it
what
split.
happened with it.
Because
Exactly.
it popped.
Yes.
Like I got scared that something happened.
Yeah.
Like you just hear this pop internally in your head, and you're like, oh my God, what was that?
Yeah. So you're not doing any sewing?
I haven't sewn.
No.
I fixed a dress for Emma, but like
Yeah,
it was just sewing up a slip that was way too high.
Yeah. She's
That
getting
was
so
it.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone gave her a dress, and I'm like, I like her to be modest and everything, and the slit was like, whoa, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh no.
and it was flowy, so I just like zipped that right up.
Yeah. And you're gardening.
And I'm gardening, yeah.
You're like 2-acre garden.
Oh my gosh, Ben's gonna kill me. I've like
That's amazing.
So my dad gave me a rototiller that he wasn't using anymore, and I like took it to the yard and pretty much plowed a cornfield.
Oh my goodness.
So I planted, what was it?
Well, you had everything.
I did 7. There's 7 corn stalks in a row, and I did 20 rows. So what is that?
Oh.
I think that's like 140. I can't do math in my head, but it's a lot. It was a lot of corn stalks.
Down to the spring house or over to the
So
side?
from the left of the spring house, just like basically over almost to my neighbor's
over
fence.
to your neighbor's fence. You have a
they're
farm.
gonna look at a cornfield.
They're gonna look.
Fortunately, they're super nice people.
Because you're in like a development.
I'm in a development.
Wow, that's my Justin, our number 2 son. He does have 12 acres.
Okay.
So we're not gardeners. I don't understand this. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, he texted me with the pictures. He said, I just tilled 5,200 square foot.
That's a lot. What is he planting?
No. Not what didn't he plant?
Oh,
he planted everything.
Yeah,
And I'm
seeds
like,
or plants?
Plants.
Oh, I did seeds. I
Plants.
did seeds, yeah.
And I'm like, and he put a 8-foot high fence around it.
Okay.
A proper fence because they have a ton of deer on their property. He's dug down so they can't. I mean, he has road, and I'm like, you're not our son. Who are you?
Who's watering all that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He and the kids.
Okay.
He said, "Oh, I love it." And I'm like, "You have a business to run. Like, who's going to farm your land?"
Yeah.
Anyway, they are thoroughly enjoying it. The kids love it, and he's grown. Oh, he had a list this long of what he's growing.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. I'm thinking, oh my word. He says, well, I have all this land.
Yeah. It does feel wasteful.
Yeah.
Like when food prices are so high.
That's true, yeah.
You have the land.
Yeah.
Like, and some stuff, like I planted asparagus back in 2020. That will come back every year for 40 years.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of a no-brainer to me because
it's beautiful.
It's
asparagus.
beautiful. I love asparagus. My kids all eat it.
Yeah.
Like it just comes up.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything
Yeah.
but like cut it back once a year.
Yeah.
So like, to me, I'm trying to find things like that,
Yeah.
you know, that come back. Blackberry bushes. I
Yes.
found thornless blackberry bushes.
Okay.
Just did like, they're huge. They're massive. I did them
Wow.
last year.
Because we have raspberry. We've inherited raspberry bushes,
And
which
they're
is really
awesome.
nice. Yeah, they're awesome. And your chickens?
Yes. My chicken.
Oh, your chicken.
One made it.
Oh.
We had a visitor.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood fox.
Did you see
came.
the fox?
I did not. Okay, so I did not see the fox in person.
Sure.
But I came outside and one chicken was by itself sitting in the corner by the spring house like shaking. And that they never do that. Like they're always together pecking at the ground and working basically. And I'm like, something's wrong. And whenever I come out, my back door kind of slams. We're in an old house and the porch door slams. And when they hear that, they would all come running to the fence because they would like know it was me. And sometimes I feed them scraps from the kitchen or whatever. Nobody came running.
Oh, no one came running.
So 3 were dead. 1 was gone. 2 were like half buried. So I knew the fox was going to come back and get them.
Wow.
And the one was shaking like so traumatized.
Yeah.
The poor baby just like watched all its friends and family go in front of its eyes. It was fine. It wasn't hurt or anything, but chickens don't like to be alone. Yeah. So I asked Luke and Amy if they would take it. So they took it and added it to their flock because you can't just have one.
No, you can't have one.
Yeah, they don't like it. So
how many chickens do Luke have? 7 or 8?
Yeah, I think now they have 8 maybe.
Yeah. Luke just came over. Our oldest son just came over and gave us eggs. Beautiful. Yeah. Really, really nice. So you missed that. Yeah. Were they laying?
They were laying good. Yeah. But I'm kind of like, it's a circle of life. Like the fox has to eat, and
that's right.
You know, I let them free range, which a lot of that's like controversial if you're a chicken owner, because you do know that there's a risk with free ranging chickens. Yes. But I'm always like, even though they died, they lived, like, they were so happy.
They lived their best life.
Yeah, like, while they were alive, they were out in the yard, like, and I was home when it happened. Right. And I didn't hear a thing. Yeah. So Sly Fox got him. But it's not funny, but kind of funny. So I didn't want the chickens to go to waste, the 2 that he killed and didn't take with them. And I read on the internet they'll come back and get them. Okay. So I said to Ben, I said, I'm going to give him 24 hours, like, or her, to come back and get them. And then I'll bury them if he doesn't take them. But to me, it was a waste. I'm like, I'm going to bury them and then nothing's going to get the chickens and I can't eat them, you know. So the fox came back that night and grabbed one of them and then came back and I guess got the last one. And when it got the last one, it came out the front of the house right in front of my Ring doorbell camera with my chicken in its mouth. And you know that stone path in the front of my house? It's wonky. It's not a straight path. It goes like this and it goes like this. He walked the entire path and I have the whole thing on video of him taking the last bird. And I'm like, I said to Ben, I go, I feel like he was saying thank you. He was saying thank you. Like, I'm going to eat this. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And come around to the front of your house. I'm going to leave you a video so you can see that I appreciate what you did for me. This is a nice big fat bird. Thank you. So I have it on video. So no, I didn't see him, but I have him on video. I'll have to show you.
That is so funny.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Oh, you going to get any more chickens?
Not right now, because she knows they're there and she'll just kill them all. Yeah. So I'll wait. And plus summer is coming. I'm busy anyway. We're going on vacation. Like, so
where are you going?
We're going to go to New Mexico.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah.
My favorite state in the country.
Is it?
I love New Mexico.
I went one time.
I've been there.
And I loved it.
I've been everywhere from Roswell down south to Albuquerque. Yeah. Went up the Sandia Peak Mountains.
When were you there?
When I was younger. I was younger with my mom. We had friends who lived out in New Mexico. Yeah. And then we would go. I've been to New Mexico so many times because it's the neatest state. You have, like, it has everything. It has like desert down below and then you could go to the mountains and we went up on the tram to the Sandia Peak Mountains. There's it's about, I think it's 8,000 foot up to the top of the mountain and on the it's really lovely. That's in Albuquerque. Okay. But we went all over the place. I love New Mexico. That is awesome. So why did you choose New Mexico? About you. Yeah, why did you choose New Mexico?
So I went once years ago on a business trip to Albuquerque for a trade show. And I remember, like, loving the scenery, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And I always said I want to go back here with my family and, like, show my kids, like, how cool this place is. I felt like it was nowhere I had never been, even though it was in the country. Like, it felt just so oddly different to me that I was drawn to it.
It is so cool.
I bought this ring there, and I wear it all the time, my turquoise ring.
Yeah, your turquoise ring.
And, so we were trying to figure out where to go. My oldest son, it's his first year not going on vacation with us because he is planning a trip with his friends. Oh, wow. And he's going to Pioneer School, so that's his other week of vacation. So he couldn't go with us, or he was choosing to go with his friends. So we were going to go to Utah and do, like, national parks, but he really wanted to do that. So I'm like, let's wait till he can go with us. So I said, let's try New Mexico. Like, I've always wanted to go. We never went back. I never got to go back. And so we just got an Airbnb and airfare was, like, ridiculous, though. I guess it's not easy to get to New Mexico and nobody wanted to fly direct. So we decided we're going to just fly to Denver, and we're in northern New Mexico. So we're just going to drive from Denver right down a couple hours. Awesome. Yeah. So it was cheaper to do that, and I thought then we'll get to see 2 states. Yeah, absolutely. And we love road trips. Yeah, that's awesome. You know, but it was too far to drive the whole thing. Yeah. We couldn't take off that long.
Well, say hello to New Mexico for me. I love New Mexico. I know you did.
How did I not know this?
I know that we know everything about it. Yeah. So anyway, folks, we're gonna go have a cup of tea. Thank you so much. We don't have any projects right now.
Yeah,
Jen.
you do.
I do, and I have to. Yeah,
you got a whole thing.
I do have a whole thing going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's nice actually. I'm back to it. It's nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, guys.
And we'll see you later. Bye. Oh, that was so lovely. Jen just left. It's just so wonderful. I'm just going to put up a few pictures. Now, this is from my friend Anita Vishram. If you remember Anita, who lives in England, who lives in London, she had painted a picture of the little bridge that had been rebuilt. You know that many years ago, and she had sent it to us. We have it pride of place. And she had sent this ages ago, and I'm so sorry, Anita. This had gotten lost in the shuffle, so you have to forgive me. Hi, Jean. I can't remember if I sent you a picture of the quilt I made after you first showed us how to make the one, which was the trip around the world. I've made countless tote bags using this pattern, so thank you. Best regards from London, Anita.
So beautiful.
So Anita's beautiful trip around the world. I love the glorious colors. Really very pretty. So anyway, thank you so much, Anita, and I apologize for not getting to you. Also, I had received a short video from Terry. Hi, Jean. I uploaded a short video to my very small YouTube channel. I thought I would show others how I don't sew through my papers. Now you must remember that a few videos ago it was about foundation paper piecing, and Terry, I'm going to put the link in my description of how Terry foundation pieces without sewing through her papers. So thank you very much, Terry. That's very interesting. So this is from a viewer in Wales, Fran, from Wales, the United Kingdom, attempting to conquer technology and attach a photo. I show as Golden FD. So if you see Golden FD, which I have in the comments, this is her. Really looking forward to following along with another quilt, as it gives me a target time and task-wise, which I love. Really appreciate how you share your lovely family, especially for us who are a bit isolated and with little family near. Aw. Hopefully your son in Florida is making headway with his awful flooding issues. He's not. Well, actually he is. He has workers down there. It is a disaster. The pool popped out of the ground. It was a mess. The house was flooded. Oh, the poor boy. But we'll get it done. That Ian and Maxwell are now fully recovered from their accident. Well, here goes nothing, and here's the picture of Fran. Thank you, Fran. Golden FD. Now I know what you look like. So thank you, Fran. That was lovely. Now, one last one. Hello, Jean. This is from Kathy Whitson Roman in York, Pennsylvania. Not too far from here. Hello, Jean. I enjoy watching your tutorials. I'm sorry to bother here, but I don't know of any other way to give you feedback. When I'm sewing, I listen to gospel music, and sometimes I binge on your tutorials on my TV. That is in my sewing room. I want to thank you for sharing the cathedral block with everyone. I was inspired to try it. I am making throw quilts to donate. Ah, good for you, Kathy. I just finished this cathedral quilt block. I will try to attach a photo. You'll be seeing it. Thank you so much for giving of yourself and your time. You're a precious lady. Oh, I'm a precious lady. God bless you and your family, Kathy Whitson Roman. Thank you so very much. Beautiful quilt. One of my favorites. My 3-seam 10-minute block quilt, and it just makes up beautifully. Very, very quick, easy. One of my first tutorials I've ever done. Really, really nice. So anyway, thank you very, very much, everybody, for sending in your pictures. Just continue to truelovequiltsforyou@gmail.com. I have many more, and I will be getting to you. So again, thank you so very much, and it was just so lovely having Jen. She's such a darling, darling girl. I love her so much. And love you guys too. All right, everybody. Have a lovely day. Love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye.